Starting with the holy name of Almighty Allah, who is the most merciful and beneficent. Assalamu alaikum. In today's class, we will discuss subject verb agreement. Before this class, in the previous class, we have discussed the communicative grammar. That communicative grammar focuses on learning through real life situations. So we can say that this topic is a subpart, or it can be learned with the help of that communicative approach, because subject verb agreement is purely a grammatical topic and it has different rules. But again, the rules are somehow exceptional in different contexts. We will follow all the rules, but there are certain cases that we avoid following these rules. So to make the topic more clear, I have divided these rules in different sections. Coming to its basic part, first of all, let's understand the subject verb agreement. That what is it? You know that the subject is the doer of an action and verb is an action. So the rules say that if the subject is singular, the verb used in that sentence must be singular, and if the subject is plural, the verb in that sentence must be plural. Like, the subject must agree with its verb in terms of numbers and in terms of persons. In terms of number means if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular, and if the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. In terms of persons means if the subject is third person singular, the verb must use or it must add s or es to its basics or to its base form. Like, the subject must agree with its verbs in terms of numbers as well as in terms of person. It will be more clear with example. Coming to the basic rule, the first rule is that a verb must agree with its subject in number and in person. If the singular subject is used, the verb must be singular and vice versa. Example for it can be that if we use he is going or Ali is going. Ali is singular subject and is a singular verb. So we have used is with singular verb with singular subject. But if we use they, for they, T-H-E-Y, they, for they we don't use is as a verb, we must use are. So they are, he is and they are. The second example that you can see on the screen is she writes a letter, and they write a letter. She writes, she is the subject, it is singular, and it has used the singular form of the verb. But here the case is of persons. Like, the subject she is again singular, but it is third person singular. What is third person singular? Third person singular is he, she, or it, it. Whenever we saw he, she, or it as a subject, we must add s or es with those verbs. So the basic or the core form of this verb was right, but as it is third person singular, so we have added s with the base form. So it will become she writes a letter. Then the second example, they write a letter. अभी यहाँ पे in the second example we have they, like it is a plural verb, plural subject, but again we haven't added s to the right because we have to follow the subject verb agreement rule in terms of person, as the subject is not a part of third person singular, so we don't have to add s or es with the basic form. In section 2, if we have a singular subject, a singular subject will always take a singular verb. For example, the boy plays football and the girl reads a book. I hope this is clear. Third, we have if the subject is plural. If the subject is plural, the boys, boys, it means that it is plural, so it must take a plural verb, that is play. Plays is plays is a singular verb, but play is a plural verb that is agreed to the subject as it is plural. The students read books. I hope this is clear now. Subject after and. When two subjects are joined by and, use a plural verb. For example, Riya and Mira, Ali and Ahmad. Ali is a singular subject, is a singular entity, and Ahmad is also a singular subject or a single entity. But whenever we use and in between them, it becomes a plural subject, like Ali and Ahmad are friends or Riya and Mira are friends. So subject must agree in number as well as in person. Coming to the second part, that is based on some special rules. Now we are going towards a complex structure. It says that subjects with each or every, we must use a singular verb. If the subject is starting from each or every, for such words we have to use a singular verb. For example, each student has a book and every player is ready. Either or neither. For such words we again have to use a singular verb. For example, either answer is correct. Neither boy was present. Neither boy was neither boy was present. Now subject with or nor or slash nor. For such subjects we will just check the nearest subject. When subjects are joined by or slash nor, the verb agrees with the nearest subject, Ria or her friends. Now we have two subjects that is somehow confusing. The one is Ria, that is singular, her friends is a plural subject. So what we have to do is we have to check the nearest subject to the verb, यानी जो सब्जेक्ट वर्ब के जितना करीब हो हम उसको देखेंगे. रिया इज समहाउ फार अवे फ्रॉम द वर्ब, और हर फ्रेंड्स इज क्लोज टू आर, ARE, क्लोज टू द वर्ब. सो हर फ्रेंड्स, इसके साथ व्हाट वुड वी डू, हर फ्रेंड्स वी हैव टू चेक हर फ्रेंड्स बिकॉज इट इज़ more closer to the verb that is plural. So for plural subject we have to use plural verb. Ria and her friends are coming. If I write her friends at the start, her friends or Ria, for such structure we have to use singular verb because Ria is singular. Coming to the fourth section, that is collective nouns. Collective nouns will take a singular verb. For example, the team is winning. Team is actually plural, but what we have to do is we will take this whole subject as singular. The team is winning, the committee has decided. But plural when individuals act separately. The team are arguing with the team are arguing among themselves. For such structures, when the individuals are acting separately, we will take it as a plural subject. For example, the team are arguing among themselves. Always identify the real subject before choosing the verb. That is clear. Now, a bit advanced level, we have phrases between subject and verb. Words between the subject and verb do not change the verb agreement. It says that when the subject and verb has words in between them, it doesn't change the verb agreement, like the quality of apples is good. The quality of apples is good. The quality of apples. The subject is, what would be the subject? Yes. Subject is the quality. More stress is given to the quality. The quality of apples is good. The teacher along with the students is present. Now we have already mentioned that words between the subject and verb do not change the verb agreement. So we have words in between, like along with the students, that is somehow extra words between the subject and verb, but it will not change the subject verb agreement. Like if we say the teacher is present, or if we say the teacher along with the students is present. No doubt the students are plural, but these are somehow extra phrases, and the main subject is again the teacher. Section 2 says that a number of words is the number of. A number of plus plural noun will result in plural verb. A number of students are absent. The number of plural noun is will be using a singular verb. For example, the number of students is increasing. The number of students is increasing, and a number of students are absent. I hope you get the difference. Coming to section 3, that is fractions and percentages. The verb agrees with the noun after of half of the cake is gone, half of the students are absent. The verb agrees with the noun after when of is used. Verb would agree with the noun, like half of the cake is gone. Half of the cake is gone, and half of the students are absent. Now students is plural. For that we are using a plural verb. Along with, together with, the verb agrees with the first subject. The teacher along with the students is present. We have already discussed it in the previous section that when phrases are added between the subject and the verb, we have to avoid the phrases, and it will not distort, or it will not disturb the rule. The teacher along with the students is present. The captain together with his players was honored. Like the subject again is the captain and the teacher, and they are singular, so we have to follow them. Now we have special cases, or we can say exceptional cases somehow. What are those? Some nouns look plural but take singular words. Mathematics is, we can see that s is added at the end of the subject. It seems plural, but actually mathematics is a singular subject. So mathematics is difficult. Economics is an interesting subject. News is surprising. News is not a plural word, rather it is an abbreviation or acronym. You can say news is surprising. Nouns that are always plural. Some nouns are always plural and take plural verbs. For example, scissors, for example, jeans, for example, trousers, glasses. These always take a plural verb. For example, trousers are new and spectacles are expensive. Collective noun with members. When individuals are acting separately, use plural verb. We have mentioned earlier that when collective nouns are used, we have to use the singular verb. But now, if individuals are acting separately, like collective nouns are used, but if they are acting, the committee are discussing the issue. Committee is acting as a singular subject, so the committee are discussing the issue. The team are arguing among themselves. Titles of books or movies. Title of books, movies, or newspapers always take singular words. For example, Gulliver's Travels is a famous book, and The Times of India is widely read. I hope it is clear. There are also other rules, but the important one I have classified them in different sections from easy towards difficult. I hope it would be clear. If you have any question, you can ask.